team member roles of the Yamashita treasure hunting crew. Treasure hunting for the hidden Yamashita treasures involves a lot of different type of work. The reason why this activity has to be done by a group of individuals. Each individuals or member of the group has their own role, which they contribute for the success of their operation. So what are these roles, and their qualifications? Instead of speaking in general, I will tell you each roles of my team members, and what made them qualified as a part of the crew. Financier. The role of the financier is to fund the entire operation with his own money. So this often makes the financier also the leader of the group, who always makes the final decision. Thus, the qualification to become a financier is simply money, which is to be spent to all expenses needed for the team's excavation projects. When we just started, I was the financier and the leader of our group. On our first successful recovery, we were lucky to uncover a small treasure deposit. We were supposed to divide our findings equally among us, but since we still wanted to hunt for more treasures, we have decided to allot a special fund for this purpose. Thus, for every treasure deposits that we uncover, a certain percentage goes to our financial treasure hunting fund. Since our current fund now belongs to the whole team, I am no longer the financier. However, I am still the one responsible in managing our funds. Interpreter, or decoder. The role of an interpreter, or decoder, is to read the meaning of the signs and markers. It is a very important role because he gets to decide where to dig, or locate the hiding spot of the hidden item. Thus, it is the most crucial role among all the members of the team. In my team, I used to be the only one who can read and interpret Yamashita treasure signs. Analyzing and decoding signs and markers can be very exhausting, both mentally and physically. It's because you have to survey the entire prospected area for clues. What I do not like the most is going through those thick bushes just to look for signs and markers. So, I decided to mentor everyone on my team, especially on how to recognize legit signs and markers. This made my job a lot easier, because everyone gets to help me in finding clues from the start of our operation. After gathering all the clues, we are going to discuss them back into our campsite, and come up with the specific spot or location about where we are going to start to excavate or dig. Metal detector, or scanner operator. Metal detectors, or scanners, are very helpful tools that can help treasure hunters locate buried items deep under the ground. However, they have limitations with the depths that they can penetrate. High-end metal detectors can penetrate the ground down to 10 feet with good accuracy. But you have to know that the Japanese Imperial Army commonly hid their Yamashita treasures way more than 10 feet deep below. When we started, I was the only one who owns a metal detector. Everyone was so confident and motivated, simply because of the tool that I had on my hand. But, when we tried to rely too much on my metal detector, we end up getting a lot of metal trash, and we were not getting any near to the main hidden deposit. Although, this does not mean that metal detectors are completely useless to us. It's because We now use it according to the signs, or markers that we encounter. Let's say for example, that we uncovered a warning sign about presence of a certain booby trap. What we do, is to use metal detector to proceed with caution, and avoid hitting the trap accidentally, with our digging tools. Another interesting example, is when we encounter signs like, rock enclosed treasure deposit. With the help of a metal detector, we just have to scan the surface of the rock, allowing us to pinpoint the exact breaking spot. We also commonly use metal detector to scan any suspected box made of concrete and bodies of old large trees that might contain some valuable deposit. Best of all, metal detector helps a lot in locating giveaways. Diggers. Diggers are the members who performs the hard work of digging, moving rocks, and everything that are physically involved to uncover the hidden, or buried item. You have to know, that digging can be a very risky job, where you may get buried alive, especially if you do not know what you are doing. I am so glad that one of my team members worked on the mining industry. Thus, he knows how to utilize timbers and rocks for proper support, which ensures the safety of everyone, while working deep inside the hole or tunnel. Driver. A driver can also be a member of a treasure hunting group. His job is to provide transportation for the entire crew to the excavation site. It is also his job to buy supplies such as food, medicines, and etc. when running out. Most of the time, our driver does not have much anything to do, so he often helps out with the excavation. Cook. Delicious and nutritious food is very important, especially for the diggers, who often get physically exhausted due to their energy-draining type of work. Thus, a good cook is another valuable member of the team. We actually got 2 female members on our team, and their job is to cook food for the entire crew. When it happens that we ran out of supplies, along with the driver, it is their job to go to the nearest market and buy the necessary supplies. Did you enjoy watching my video? If yes, and if you are new to my channel, then you may want to subscribe, like this video, and hit the small notification bell icon. By subscribing and hitting the bell icon, you will receive alerts or notifications about my new published videos. If you want a reading material about treasure hunting, then you may want to visit my blogging website at treasurehunt.club. Thank you very much for watching, and happy treasure hunting.